Hey everybody, this is Brooke Bonder again, and I'm so excited because we have our first ever video from a member of our Facebook group. We have a video sent in from Debra in Los Angeles, and it's about a premature baby named Suzie. And if you know anyone that's ever been through an experience like that, it's incredibly emotional and traumatic, and this is really an amazing story. So thank you so much for sharing, Debra, and enjoy, everyone.
Hi, everybody. My name is Debra Sanderson, and I just wanted to share my story of hope and inspiration. It's about my niece. Her name is Suzie Lorraine Sanderson, and she was born 4 years ago, July 18th, 2008, but we weren't expecting her until October of that year. I remember it being a crazy time. I had gotten a call from my brother, Kyle. I was in Kansas at the time, and he calls me and says, Steph has gone to the doctor and he's recommending an emergency C-section. And I'm like, okay. So it was just one of those really crazy moments. And of course, then when she was born, they found out that she had suffered this stage 4 brain bleed. My parents were actually en route to go on a trip overseas. They were en route to Switzerland. And so we obviously had to get word to them somehow. And we did by email, and within 48 hours, my parents were on their way back to Los Angeles. They just went straight there to see my brother and sister-in-law, who were living in LA at the time. And my niece was born, Suzie was born in Pasadena. So she was born 1 pound, 14 ounces, and was obviously, well, she spent the 3 months in the NICU. If you can just imagine how small that is, it's pretty crazy thinking about it. My brother actually at one point put his wedding band around her arm, like literally had the wedding band all the way up her arm. And that's just crazy when you think about that's even possible. So, and then while in the NICU, Suzie also had a shunt put into her brain. A shunt is there to release fluid. She did have an excess buildup of fluid, and what that does is it takes care of that, because if it's not, otherwise her ventricles can get enlarged, and that can cause brain damage, which is obviously something that none of us want. Also during this time, the doctors did say that Suzie would likely suffer long-term mental and physical problems because of this. And it was just I remember being a really crazy time. I had to even call my pastor and kind of talk to him, and I stayed with his family one night because it was lonely in Kansas and everyone was out there in California, and I was just getting all the news via phone. And so Suzie spent a lot of time there. But I'm sharing this story because I think that Suzie is so amazing. She is just a normal 4-year-old. She does have a very mild case of cerebral palsy. But she started therapy when she was a baby, and she's just had such increased mobility and really does well physically and is incredibly mentally sound. She does wear a brace on her leg at times to help with that. And but she just does really, really well. She's also had an eye surgery, and she has had several shunt repair surgeries, which is always a bit heartbreaking for all of us because it's just hard to see a little girl going through so much, but she's just always come out the other end of it really strong. And Suzie's kind of my hero and my inspiration, and it's really because of everything she's been through, and I have kind of a special love for her. Plus, she's my mini-me. She has red hair and blue eyes, and she's just such a sweet, smart, funny girl. Love her so much. And so yeah, she's had some of these surgeries, and I've just seen a lot of really great things from it. Just a lot of love and service from other people. I remember they did this amazing neighborhood garage sale, and they gave all the proceeds to Kyle and Steph for their medical bills. That was just incredible to see. And I think just knowing how amazing Suzie is now and how far she's come is a testament for me when I look back on it, to see God's grace and his love and mercy toward her and our family in that situation. And and that's really the biggest the biggest lesson that I've learned from it. And it's Suzie does have a mild case of cerebral palsy, but she's just doing really well, and I know that she'll do well in the future. And it's just great seeing her kind of defy everything that the doctor said might happen, and here we are. So I just wanted to share that story, and that's my hope and inspiration. Thanks.